Hey everyone, I'm Mark Hart, one of the partners here at Memphis Investment Properties, and I've done over $200 million worth of real estate investment deals, and a lot of those deals involve financing. So I'm about to share with you 5 tips, things that you can implement right away to get the best interest rate possible for your rental property. The very first one has to do with picking the type of loan that you want to actually go with. There are multiple different types, but the best one to start out with the lowest interest rate, is going to be a conventional loan. Now this conventional loan, it's also called the golden ticket because you can actually get 10 loans if done properly. Now the caveat is you have to be employed, either W-2 or 2 years of tax returns as a 1099 to be able to qualify, and you have to have good credit. But if you have those things, you can get the lowest interest rate possible. Warren Buffett actually said the conventional loan is the best real estate investment vehicle ever. It's a really big deal. Warren Buffett's the man. So number 1, go conventional. If you want a list of conventional lenders, I'm more than happy to share that with you, because that leads us into number 2, the second tip, which is picking the right conventional lender, right? Conventional means that it's not insured by the federal government. It's actually written by a private lender in the secondary market. And what that means is that these interest rates can vary from one conventional lender to the other. Because who are you really working with? Well, you're working with a loan originator. And that originator is going to get a higher commission and get paid more if they're able to charge you a higher interest rate. Right? Now, some lenders choose to work skinny and do volume. And that means they're going to charge a lower interest rate, but they want to work with as many clients as possible to build their book of business. And we have created a list of some of the best lenders in the country that have quality rates, but also really great customer service as well. And then best of all, they focus on investors that are out of state. And this is what they do all day, every day. So you can actually buy a rental property and put 20, 25, 30% down, and the lender will finance the rest. These are conventional loans, quality. More than happy to share with you the preferred lender list. Now, number 3 on that list of how to get the lowest interest rate possible is called an interest rate buy down. It's really popular in the new construction world, and something that we actually do on all of our properties right now. What that means is that the seller or the borrower, you can pay points. A point is a percentage of the loan amount. So if your loan is for $100,000, 1 point would be $1,000. And that point will give you a reduction, a permanent reduction in your interest rate over the life of the loan. This is very important. This is not something that's only going to last for 1 year or 2 year, like a 2-1 buy down that you might hear. This is a permanent interest rate buy down, which means it lasts for the entire duration of the 30 years that you'll have that loan, or the term of the loan. Now, this is a really big deal because the reduction in interest rates for these points can dramatically increase the cash flow of your investment right out of the gate. You can have the seller cover some points. Sellers are allowed to cover 2 points at a maximum, but then you can also come in and pay a 3rd point or a 4th point, because if you want to maximize your cash flow, right, which that is the ultimate goal, and that's the best way, or one of the best ways to do so. Next up is going to be to actually increase your down payment. You can put a variety of down payments, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50%, and be creative there. Now, most of our clients are going to be putting 25% down, because if you put 20% down, you'll have a higher rate. So if you want to get that lower rate, put 25% down. You want to get an even lower rate, you can put 30% down. Now, all of this is just going to increase your cash flow, and thus something to consider. I've found that the sweet spot as of filming this video, which ended January here, 2024, most of my clients are putting 25% down, getting a conventional loan, and then doing 2 points as an interest rate buy down to help reduce that interest rate there. Now, the next one, which I think is really interesting here, is to actually have a reduced purchase price. Now, something that I think is interesting is that you can come to a place like Memphis and you can go buy a property for $130,000. You can also buy a new construction house for $350,000. Basically, it's the same amount of work for that loan originator to originate both of those loans. So you would think that they would make more commission, or you would be able to get a better rate on this higher purchase price home. Well, that's actually not the case right now. Interest rates are about half a percentage point, so 50 basis points higher on a $350,000 house versus a $130,000 house. And ultimately, the reason why that is because if you're going to refinance that loan in the future, these borrowers on the secondary market, the ones that are actually buying these loans, you're more likely to do a refinance if you have a really big loan amount, and if interest rates fall even just a little bit, a quarter point, half a point, you're more likely to do a refi because the dollar amount is bigger of how much that reduces your actual mortgage, right? Because your mortgage is so much more. That's really why. So since you're more likely to refinance out of that loan, those lenders don't like that, and because of that, they give you a higher interest rate. Something I thought was really interesting. Thus, that really helps those lower price point homes cash flow even more, which, hey, that's the goal at the end of the day. So that's it. Those are the 5 tips that I have for reducing your interest rate. If you guys have any other tips or other recommendations, please put it in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here. And if you have any questions or have any ideas on some things that you'd like us to film some more videos on, please feel free to let us know.